the 126-pound division. It's not really stacked in my opinion. It's just I wouldn't say it's lukewarm. I would probably call it a division um, that's just breathing pretty much. We have another one of these divisions that have four different champions here. So um, who will become undisputed at 126 pounds whenever we start unifying? Okay. Um, the four champions that up down at 126 is Ray Vargas, Raymond Ford, Luis Lopez, and Rafael Espinoza. All right, now, so we got the guy Luis Lopez, man. I believe he won his belt back in 2022. I think he took it off Josh Warrington. He won it from Josh Warrington. So I think he's had his belt the longest out of all the other champions, I believe. No, correct me on that. But very strange fighter, awkward dude. He's a pretty decent puncher, but I see a lot of holes in his game. But he's a very unorthodox. But sometimes, another champ can expose that, and I think that's what will happen if he fights Rafael Espinoza. Definitely definitely Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford is probably the sharpest out of all four of the champions right now. But I like Luis Lopez. I like how he fight. I like the awkwardness to him. But I just think eventually it's gonna get him caught. And keep in mind, man, just because these dudes are all champions, that don't mean that these dudes are going to stay champions. And that doesn't mean that these four champions, one of them are definitely going to be undisputed, because there's other guys that's moving up in the ranks that want their shot. Okay? Like my boy Bruce Carrington, Shushu. He's coming. And Shushu's, he's higher. His highest ranking is in the WBO. All right, so he's coming up in the WBO. Shushu is he is number 4 at the WBO, and he's number 7. I mean, he's number 7 in the WBC, and he is number 12 in the IBF. All right, now Shushu's putting in work, and Rafael Espinoza, if he Shushu get a couple more fights and he moves up, he's gonna go up in rankings, go up a little bit more. Then he'll probably get a shot at Rafael Espinoza for a title shot. That'd be nice. But I think Shushu will pick him apart. I would love to see, are we gonna potentially see Shushu get that WBO belt, and then will we see Raymond Ford versus Bruce Carrington? That would be something, huh? I would love to see that. And Rafael Espinoza, he beat Robisi Ramirez, man. That was one of my favorite fights. I love that. That fight was just spectacular. Okay, I love when a fighter gets knocked down from in the fight and he rallies back to get a knockdown to the dude that knocked him down. I love seeing that shit. I love it. And Rafael Espinoza, he grew on me since that fight. Okay, Raymond Ford, he put in work against Kalmatov, knocked him out, and he became the WBA featherweight champion. So 126, it's not looking like it's not too spectacular right now, but it's up. It could be promising real soon enough. But out of all the current champs, the weakest link I think is Ray Vargas. So I see him losing if it's a unification bout with any of these other champions. He loses, I believe, to all the other guys. All right, but will we see a Ray Vargas versus maybe a Robisi Ramirez? Shit, that would be a quick road for Robisi to get a belt, because I think he'll smoke Ray Vargas. But a significant fight that's coming up is Raymond Ford versus Nick Ball. So this will be Raymond Ford's first title defense. I think he beats Nick Ball without a doubt. But we need to start getting these unifications going at 126. But Shushu is definitely going to be a player at 126. He's getting closer to a title shot at the WBO, and soon enough, I think more than likely we're going to see him versus if Rafael Espinoza keeps his belts. If he doesn't defend against. If he defends against any of the other guys before he gets to Shushu and wins, then I can see him and Shushu lining it up real soon. But ultimately, man, if I had to make a guess, if there was going to be an undisputed champion in the next year or so, or maybe 2 years at 126, I would have to say maybe Shushu, man. I would say Bruce Carrington or Raymond Ford. It's going to probably come down to those two right there. And if I had to take a guess, I would say Shushu probably beats Raymond Ford, but we'll have to see. That's going to be a big fight. It's going to be a big fight. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about the 126-pound division. Who do y'all think is going to be undisputed champion at 126? Drop them comments. Talk to me. I'll catch y'all later on the next one.